I have this kind of feeling like I'm hesitant at going further forward. I don't know whether it's just because I'm getting close to the Afghan border. Good morning, adventurers. I am here in the village of Rumbor in the Kalash Valley, and I thought I'd start with a little tour of the place that I'm staying at. So there's three villages in the Rumbor Valley, in the Kalash Valley. Barir is the most southern one, then there's Bumbarat, and then there's Rumbor is the most northern one. They kind of come out like a fork, like this. Now I've gone to Rumbor because it's one of the more traditional ones. Well, there's no hotels in this one here, so you're staying guest houses, and it's a really interesting little guest house because it's a great insight into Kalash life. Whereas if you go to Bumbarat, there's a lot of hotels and things there. It's sort of been commercialized, and you may not get, I think, the full feel of things anyway. So let's start with a little tour of my room. So I got here yesterday afternoon, and this is it. It's very basic, but it's really cool. Like, I've got this great little view out the window, which you can't see due to the lighting. There's apricot trees. They're full of apricots and apple trees. Electricity is only very basic in here. There is no internet or anything like that going on. And this is my chosen bed. Let's have a look in the bathroom. So you have to get used to basic if you're coming up here to the Kalash Valley. Here we go. We've got a lovely sink. They've painted. It was green. Now they've got a nice mustard colour, which is beautiful. We have the old squat toilet. No hot water. So a cold shower. Get used to that. And this lovely smooth wallpaper that they put on. Delicious. And just a bare concrete kind of packed earth floor going on. So that's that. Let's conserve energy, people, and turn the lights out as we go. So this is my little room for, well, I don't know how long I'm going to stay here. Yeah, let's have a little look outside. Out here, they are drying apricots. So there it is, just basic. Chop them all up into little bits. And yumbo. They'll be bagged up and sold down in the village, Ayun or something like that, or into Chitral. And yeah. I haven't done much exploring because I got here late yesterday and just sort of hung around upstairs. So here's a little terrace garden, a few roses, lovely. Let's go downstairs to the garden. Okay, now this is nice. Oh yeah, a lot of apples in the tree here. Lovely little with a dappled light. The shade, it is a lot cooler here than it has been, well, everywhere since Pasu, really, up in the Hunza Valley. Like, Minapin was hot, there was no breeze, and then everything through from Gilgit was hot, Chitral was, oh, stop it. But last night was just, oh, I felt alive again. There was a beautiful cool breeze blowing up the valley. It's a lot cooler here. We're up in the Hindu Kush mountains, and this is going to be a great little place because I got stuck into it yesterday a little bit. When I say stuck into it, I had about 3 glasses of wine, which is more wine than I've had in my entire trip so far since leaving Australia. But up here in the Kalash Valley, they make their own wine, so they have grapevines and things here. And even though we are in a Muslim country, they've just always done it up here, made their own vino. It's a very, I guess, pure wine. Tasted, I guess, didn't have the complexities of, I guess, like a Western wine. It was very much just like a grape juice, I guess. But with that, yeah, had a wine-ish flavour. So yeah, it's a homestay. There's a whole family in there. There's the mother and the father, which are actually grandma and grandpa, daughter, and the daughter's children living in here. So this is just traditional. This is you're just living with the family. It's really quite nice. Like right now they're out there doing their laundry, and we all had dinner together last night. They make up a beautiful dinner and breakfast together this morning. Look at this. Oh, I really like this little place. Look at this Kalash village. Which way? Oh, I have not. Ah, no, that's a creek. Let's not go up. Let's not go up shit creek. The Kalash people up here in the Kalash Valley, they have their own religion up here, and which they're allowed to. Well, they continue to practice. It's kind of an ancient form of Hinduism, kind of mixed with paganism. It's only practiced here in the Kalash Valley, and so yeah, they just live a pretty sheltered, happy little life up here. Although the Bumbarat village is getting hotels built. It's sort of like the largest one, and that's where the Kalash Museum is. But a lot of Muslim people are moving in, and I'm not I'm only reporting from what I've read. I'm not an expert on this by any means, but what I've read is that they're complaining about the dress of the women, because it's a lot more I guess liberal here, because they're not Muslims, so the women have their Kalash outfits, but the Muslims do not like it. But they're moving into this Bumbarat Valley and sort of saying, hey, you can't dress like that. So these people are converting to Muslim. A little bit sad. There's only 3 villages in the entire world that practice this religion, and yet you've got a whole rest of Pakistan to live. Why move into a Kalash region and then tell them that they have to change? I don't get it. This beautiful old one, they're all wonky and just sort of bowed, but they've probably been here, I guess, for a couple of 100 years. Oh, this beautiful old tree, the shade it's giving. Just reading the sign here, this is something I read about but I completely forgot about. This here is an important part of Kalash faith. These are called Basali houses. Basali houses are where women go during the menstruation or childbirth. 10 days before their birth date, they'll be put into this house, or any women who are menstruating will also go into this for the period of their period. Yeah, no other outsiders are allowed in there or anything like that, and it's to give them a space, I guess. But it's also this sort of a notion of impurity of it, and to remove it from the village. So it's an interesting part of the Kalash culture, I guess. So there you go. So here is the Basali house. Every village will have one of these. Got a Kalash dog. Looks like they removed their ears. He's had his ears removed, which I don't know about here. I didn't think they would have wolves and things, but they I know in the Caucasus and things like that, and the Anatolian shepherds of Turkey and whatnot, they remove their ears to say protecting against wolves. So I don't know what he's up to, but he's following me around. He's my mate. So as I was saying, the ethnicity of, is that the correct word? Ethnicity of the people of the Kalash Valley is argued that they're descendants of Alexander the Great, who came through this part of the world, and a lot of his forces stopped here. Came here and sort of stopped for a while, and I think some of them sort of stayed on. Alexander the Great, well, he was from Macedonia, the artist formerly known as Macedonia, the newly formed country of North Macedonia, because Greece got its knickers in a twist about that. So yeah, so they come here, but there's not 100% on that. But what is widely accepted as that they are of European descent. You see some of the people here that have bright blue eyes or bright green eyes, and really light hair and skin. I've seen some people around here that just look like blonde Swedes, you know. So it's an interesting little part, but I've seen that a lot through northern Pakistan. I guess as these people sort of leave and then marry into other places, where you're just in an area with what looks like normal Pakistani, and all of a sudden there's like a blue-eyed redhead child. So it's quite interesting. Oh, look at this. It's like little tea houses. Is it acceptable for a 40-year-old male with a moustache to jump in and play with young children? I don't know. Get yourself in trouble with that back in Australia. Nothing would have changed here for a very long time. The girls down here in the fields still wearing the Kalash clothes. They're just cropping and farming, living in the houses the way they have for I don't know how long the Kalash people have sort of been here for. I know Alexander the Great's army came through here in, oh God, 300 BC, 400 BC, somewhere in between there. So people have been here kicking around for a couple of thousand years like this, and not a lot has changed. It's amazing to come to places in the world like this where I guess not much of the activities of the outside world, of the Western world, of war and anything like that, none of it really has any effect on these people. This track I'm on just weaves its way around and heads up the valley. Looks like it goes around this mountain here. Essentially, I'm just walking to Afghanistan. Afghanistan is just kind of on the other side of this this ridge here. I got old mate to protect me, won't you? Old Uncle Chop Chop down here. So, not quite sure where I am, but wherever I am, that's where I'll be. So here we are. Maybe we've walked into Afghanistan, who knows? I don't know why, and I shouldn't, but I have this kind of feeling like I'm hesitant at going further forward. I don't know whether it's just because I'm getting close to the Afghan border. It just seems that this is also somewhere where people don't normally come to. But I've got old Uncle Chop Chop here, and he's gonna accompany us. Is it a good sign when you're walking deep into the Hindu Kush on the Afghan border to come across a lot of crows cawing? Is that a good sign? These are not vultures, I guess. It looks like I'm coming to another village right here. So there's a few houses just made up this, sort of heading up this spur of the hillside. There's a couple of little farmhouses in here, a bit of farming. So it looks like a decent sized village. So let's go check it out. I've sort of come into the village. I've seen a couple of people kicking around. They're definitely Muslim. There's no... Oh, hello, how are you? Hello, salam. Yeah, they're not wearing, even the little children, they're just up there, not wearing the Kalash clothing. There's a little garden. Check this out for a little village. It looks ancient. Over here is with the blue roof is the mosque by the looks of things. So there's a big cornfield they got going on there. Lovely. sort of getting a couple of interesting looks. I'm wondering if it's just because they're like, well, who's this tall knobhead coming through our village with a dog? Potentially, they don't get that happening too often here. Looks like a fig tree under here. Hello, sir. Qadir, Abdul Qadir.
Abdul Qadir.
Am I saying that right? Abdul Qadir? Okay. Wow, look at this. Beautiful old place. Really nice. Alright, we've got the marauding gangs of kids. Hello. Salam. How are you?
Thank you.
Thank you. Hello. How are you? Very good. You got some English? Yeah? My name is Jacob. Jacob. Yeah. What is your name?
Fazlhad. My name is Fazlhad.
Fazlhad. Nice to meet you, Fazlhad. How is this? Your little brother?
Oh.
Yeah? The squeaky shoes. So this is village life. They're all playing down in the river here. I've sort of dammed it up a bit, having a little swim, drying their rugs and laundry on the rocks. Everyone just sitting over here, watching me. all the kids trying to practice their English on me. It's very good. Some of them are braver than others. Some of them stand there looking quite scared. What the hell? But as soon as you tell them you're Australian, then all of a sudden just they rattle off all the cricketers' names. They love them, like David Warner and all the rest of them. I'm not a cricketer, so I don't know. Like, I'm not into cricket that much, but it'll get you a long way in these little villages where they're absolutely, you know, the cricket is a religion to these guys. So I suggest, even if you're not from a cricket-loving nation, maybe just brush up on a few Australian cricketers, because that'll get you in these guys' good books, and really opens up a conversation. It's quite interesting, actually. What a zany little part of the world. These kids are chanting something up there. I don't know if it's an alert signal to for the men to come out and grab me, tie me up, take me hostage. So anyway, it's a beautiful little village, really tucked up deep into the Hindu Kush. From here, just talking to some of the young kids, there's a walking path kind of goes past here down through this valley, and it's only about 2 hours maybe, and yeah, at Afghanistan. So we're not far. Like, there's mountains up here and just behind here. Pretty quickly cross over. Yeah, just cross into Afghanistan. That's a pretty wacky part of the world. Let's say goodbye to this little village. I'm getting hungry, so we'll hike back down to the lower villages of Rumbor. What's going on, Chop Chop? Hey? I should have put more training into him. It's my own fault. Hello. Hello, how are you? Very good. Come on, chop up. So this is like a ceremonial room. Women are not allowed in here. And yeah, this is mainly for funerals, I believe. Well, they've got beautiful carving going on all of it, and There's all these pillars all around. Beautiful artwork. Looks like they have fires. Go up out here. They do sacrifices in their custom. Look at outside on the doorways here. Beautiful carving of I don't know, like a goat or something like that. Yeah, so this is a this carving here. So it's yeah, this is like I guess a religious house for them. They do sacrifices in the Kalash tradition, usually sacrificing of a goat or something like that. Hopefully not an Australian.
Your first trip from here,
Yeah,
Pakistan.
yeah, first time in Pakistan,
Okay.
yes.
Here's
Yeah.
my days. Here's my village.
Ah, this is your village.
From
Oh, this is your village.
yes,
Ah, okay.
yes,
You live here.
yes.
Ah,
How many days here?
maybe 4, maybe 5.
Oh,
I got here yesterday.
Engineer Khan.
Yeah, so
Engineer Khan.
yes, with Engineer Khan. Yes, I stay. Everyone stay with Engineer Khan. Yeah, yeah. So I went up to the upper villages.
Oh, yeah, looking.
Oh yeah, right up the very end. He came with me,
Nice.
and now we'll head back
Okay.
for lunch. Yeah. Okay. What is your name?
My name Muhammad Ali.
Say
Muhammad
again.
Ali.
Murali?
Muhammad Ali.
Muhammad Ali. Muhammad
Yes.
Ali.
Yes.
You're Muhammad Ali.
Yes.
You're Muhammad Ali, the boxer.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. My name is Jakob. Jakob. Nice to meet you. Okay. Take care. You have to get up to your village. Okay. All right then. Have a good day, sir. Okay. Hello. What a fun little exploration. Ah. Well, this looks like a mosque to me. So everybody just pray humbly. Do you like that? Just did that right on the spot. I know. Some people are born with it. Check it out, guys. I've just come back from a little 12k jaunt up into deeper into the Kalash Valley on the border of Afghanistan, and I'm just chilling here in the Hindu Kush. And isn't that an odd little thing? Chilling in the Hindu Kush with a nice glass of red Kalash wine. Now, isn't this just lovely? It's 3:30 in the afternoon. There's a beautiful cool breeze blowing through the valley. Beautiful blue skies. I'm sitting underneath an apricot tree here full of apricots. Got a cow over here. Sitting on this little rug. Just maxing. Apple tree here. And the beautiful house that I'm staying in, the traditional Kalash house. So, this is my afternoon sorted. I'm gonna chill. I'm gonna read a book. I have a bottle of Kalash wine, and yeah, I think you guys should join in with me. Pour yourself a nice little glass.